Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Most people with a computer and an internet connection have taken to this way of keeping up with friends and acquaintances. And time spent on social networking sites has shown a steady increase over the years, creating a whole new meaning to online interaction. And brands are now speaking directly to users, changing the dynamics of marketing and advertising. Young adults are the most frequent users of the sites.
With social media, what you have is an interactive engagement with the target audiences and target groups that you're trying to reach. And it's more of a conversation than a one-way dialogue. So from that point of view, I think businesses for the first time have a very cost-effective and high-impact mode of dealing with their markets and communicating their products and services more effectively through social media.
Social media is growing as an important marketing tool. A study in the US has found that small businesses have flocked to social media in 2009. Kenya has seen its own fair share of growth.
A few front runners already, people like Kenya Airways, Bata, Dotsavi, we're already using social media aggressively. Whenever we're looking for employees, for instance, or we have launched a website or we have a new initiative, we tend to use channels like Facebook, our blog, even YouTube.
Social media is about the sharing of information, opinions, photos, videos, and stories. The interactive nature of social media encourages users to publish, participate, and provide feedback on topics. And with more than 20 million people on Twitter in the US, 50 million worldwide, there are ample opportunities for audiences to engage with corporations and brands.
From a local context, an enormous contribution and an enormous interest in some of these networks and websites and so on. And we, for example, we have a website called Usashidi, which is basically a dedicated network for social engagement, knowledge transfer, marketing and social services. This, as you can see, has enormous implications for businesses, for interconnectivity, and very much is part of ICTs and the exciting prospects and opportunities of ICTs, where such kind of networks and opportunities bring a great deal of interactivity and openness towards commerce and trades.
Top brands across East Africa, such as Kenya Airways, are also jumping onto the social media bandwagon, a sign that the online target is a major interest for businesses. Twitter has made such a big impact that Microsoft has now been said to be creating its own version of business Twitter.
Some companies are doing this very effectively. If you look online at companies like Cisco, look at what people like Starbucks are doing, or even look at what Kenya Airways is doing online. Start to look and see what other brands are already doing in that space. And then try and see what sort of the best practices are and try and adopt the best approach. Some brands already are being discussed on social media effectively, and what's important for them to do is, rather than immediately jumping in, is again hear what the people are saying already before having a counter plan.
By embedding social media into an organization's DNA, it enables a community approach to business processes ranging from online marketing, brand management, knowledge management, customer support to enterprise collaboration.
Soko Directory has been able to grow to the level it's actually reached through using social media. And when I talk about social media, I'm basically looking at our Facebook and Twitter and MySpace and Netlog. Basically, communities that are able to bring people on a social platform where people are able to interact and share current affairs issues and what's happening.
Fab Guru on Facebook, it's growing, it's been big. I've been doing it for the past 7 months on Facebook. I started it as myself at Cynthia Muyoti on Facebook, because it was an idea from a friend of mine. She's like, put up your shoes on Facebook, see how it will go. Yeah. So I put up just a number of shoes. Yeah. Because I was just starting out. I started out a year ago. So when I put the shoes up, the response was great. People started asking about them, and every month I kept growing and growing and growing.
Even though social media marketing takes time and serious dedication, experts believe the returns businesses can receive outweigh the time and cost spent in it.
The demerits of social media is, one, you need to have a lot of time and dedication to actually keep pushing. Keep interesting the people to, you have to be creative and imaginative in a way how you clothe your brand, so that they can actually have a reason to actually keep looking at it and keep visiting it.
Social media has come in handy for most businesses who have had to scale down on marketing and advertising expenses following the global economic crisis.
All these people, I can get 5-10 calls a day. These are new people who have seen my stuff on Facebook and they've decided, oh, let me call this girl, let me find out how this is, you know. So it's growing and it's growing. It's good. The advertising costs are good because I've not even one day put my ads on the side and say this is Fab Guru, come and join. No.
However, experts have noted that using consumer social networks and blogging services lack administrative, privacy, security and enterprise-specific features that are required for business use.
We do need to seriously find ways in which we can scale up and bring about a greater transformation in how we actually generate local content, how we bring about local expression and interconnection between ourselves, so as to truly benefit and find ways in which we can align these formidable resources to wealth creation and national development.
And as more businesses continue to embrace social media, it is expected to play a huge role for small business owners who constantly seek new ways to attract new customers and retain the ones they have at a relatively low cost.